Hi everyone, today I'm going to give you a tour of the second half of my garden. We're going to start with some more potted petunias right here, and then we're going to move to the other side of the garden. So come on, follow me. On this side of my garden, under the deck, I have planted rows and rows of petunia. As you can see, I love petunias. They're very easy to take care of, and they just grow very well. In the middle of all of the petunias that I have these hydrangeas that is kind of buried right now. But I wanted to try something different this year. I have another hydrangea right here, and another one that's over on this side. So I have different kinds of petunias here. Mainly a lot of them are purple, but I do have some pink ones and some striped ones over on that side. And it's doing really, really well. Okay. On this side of my garden, I have my roses. I have about 30 or so roses on this side, and I have several David Austin roses, and I'm going to put a link up here of my David Austin videos that I have made. I have several of them that I made. So the roses are kind of dormant, well, not sort of dormant, in transition right now. They're in the process of reblooming again. As you can see over on this side here, this right here is a David Austin rose, and it looks like it's starting to bloom, as you can see, and it's got a lot more flowers that are coming. So I will do another video on David Austin once they start blooming. So we're going to walk on this side. You've seen me give you a little tour of my dahlias right here. And if you want to take a look at the rose from this angle, these are the roses over this way. Okay, so as we walk over to this side, you can see some more roses. This one right here is doing so well. Look at all the blooms that it has. I love this rose. This is a David Austin rose, and I will put the name of it up so you can see. But that is looking really well. Okay, so in this garden we do have a couple of boxes that are dedicated to vegetables. So this one is the first one. It's in this box we have some sweet peas, green beans, and the green beans is kind of just taking over here. We have to do something about trimming this one. And then I have a few carrots over on this side here, and then the eggplant is getting covered behind here, and this huge zucchini squash is kind of taking over. They have a tendency to do that, so we might have to trim the green beans a little bit to accommodate some more of these plants. And we're going to take a little detour over here before we go and see the other vegetable box. So on this side we do have a couple of raspberries from last year, and they're kind of doing okay. It gets pretty dry here. And then over here I have 3 boxes of plants. So in this section of the garden I don't have as many potted plants. I do have a few like these ones. The plants that are in this pot are, I have a hydrangea in the middle. There's 3 of them. And then I have some heuchera that are blooming right now. And the hydrangea is about ready to bloom, as you could see over on this side. It's really pretty. This is the first year that it's going to bloom. I planted this late last year, so they're getting established very well. So we're going to walk this way and continue our tour. On this side we have a water fountain that I've had for years and years. And then I have some more roses over on this side. This is another David Austin rose that's starting to bloom. Really beautiful for those of you that love David Austin. And I'm looking forward to the second rebloom of these plants, and it's going to be in a few weeks. And then this year I have a new climbing David Austin rose that I'm trying to tame in this arbor here. This is Bathsheba. I do like this rose because it's got a little bit of scent, and look how beautiful the pattern in there. So pretty. Okay, so this is the other vegetable box that we have, as I have some cucumbers over here, and then I have some tomatoes in this box that has taken over the box. So we have to do some trimming on this one as well. But I do have some tomatoes that are coming pretty soon. There's some over here on the bottom that looks really good right there. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's getting pretty big. And I do have two kinds of cucumbers. I have a lemon cucumber, and then I have a regular long cucumbers in this box here. And I have a tendency to overfill my boxes. I have some volunteer sunflowers that I might have to pull out from this box. But anyway, the cucumber here, if you want to take a look, I have some cucumbers that are coming up soon. Right here, as you can see. It's two of them, two big ones that are coming up soon. And some more view of the tomatoes. So we're gonna walk around over to this side. And this is this side that we're standing on that has these gravel or pebbles is the older portion of the garden. The newer section of the garden is behind me, and as you can see, it still has dirt on it because we haven't put the gravel. But I wanted to show you what's going on in this newer section of the garden. So behind me is a box. We have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes in here. This box here has kind of a mix of a lot of things. We have some zinnia here and celosia, and then I have some stalk, a purple stalk kind of all over the place here, and it's kind of on the way up, but it still looks beautiful, and the smell is really beautiful. So this is kind of a mishmash of everything. And then on this side I have a full entire box of zinnias, and I'm going to do a video on the types of zinnias that I have, but I have different kinds here, and they're finally doing very well, and the colors are just gorgeous. So on this side here I have some more zinnias. The zinnias that I couldn't fit over there, I kind of just decided to put in the ground. And as I've said in my previous video, we do have problems with gophers here, but it seems like they're not disturbing the zinnias, so I'm kind of glad. Let's see how long the zinnias will last. But anyway, so these are more zinnias that I planted on this side, unprotected from the gopher, but it looks like they're doing really well. Look at these beautiful blooms, huge blooms that I have here. So gorgeous right there. And this pink one over here on this side here, look at that. Okay, so on this side over here is kind of a crazy looking box that we have. So this year I decided to try a different type of plant to put in my flower arrangement. I saw it in somebody else's flower arrangement, so I decided to plant some amaranth. And I do have some celosia that you can see peeking out of here. This one is a celosia right there. But anyway, the amaranth kind of just went crazy and just overgrown out of the box. Oh, by the way, our neighbor has some goats, so you might hear the goats and see the goats in the background here. They like to beg for food. Sometimes I give them food um, from my garden. So anyway, I wanted to show you what's happening with this amaranth here, and I do use them for flower arrangement, and that's pretty much it. Now I've been watching some videos to find out what else I can do with them. I was told that you can eat these leaves and you can make flour out of this, but I haven't tried it yet, but I've just been watching them grow. But look at how huge this one has gotten. I mean, you imagine putting that in your flower arrangement. So anyway, and you know, it's all around here. It is beautiful. Anyway, if you know how else I can use this, you can make a comment in my video down below. But I have way too much of this. Okay, so on this side of the garden, again, this is undeveloped. Hopefully next year we'll have some gravel in this area here. But I have a little bit of salad section over here. I have some parsley, some basil, some lettuces, and some kale and carrots on this side. It's a small one, and you know, it's really convenient to come down here when I'm making salad or cooking something to just grab from here. Okay, and this little box here is kind of another mishmash of different plants that I have. I have some million bells over here, and then some stock, and then I have some coleus right here. So when this gets done, I'll probably put something different in here, but for now they look like they're doing fine. So all right, sorry about the noise. The goat is getting restless back here. All right, so on this side over here we planted some corn. We have two sections of corn. This one is a little bit older corn right here. It's beginning to tassel because we wanted to have like a succession of different corn. So this is the first one that will probably give us some corn. And then over on this side we have a much younger corn that will hopefully give us some when this gets done. Okay, so this section over here, we didn't use this last year, and this year we used it. And I'm going to do a video on sunflowers, because I have sunflowers over on this side of different kinds of sunflowers. As you can see, it is blooming right now. I was hoping though that the sunflowers would be a little bit taller. As you can see, I am taller than the sunflowers, but I think it might be the variety that I had bought. And like I said, I will put together a video of sunflowers. So look at that beautiful sunflower there. And look at this one right here. I just want to show you a few of the things that are blooming in this side. Look at the color on this one. So unique and beautiful. Okay, so on this side of the sunflower, I planted a few things. I don't know if they're doing well or not, but I have some squash here, and then I have some pumpkins and watermelons that I planted on this side. I want to show you that, and I don't know how well they're going to do. I just wanted to fill this section here, but take a look at this. I have some pumpkins that are, I believe these are like the little wee bit pumpkin, the little tiny pumpkin. But I have like 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 pumpkins that are forming now. Look at that, how cute that one is. You can see that one over there. So I'm going to have pumpkins this season. I had a few last year. I planted some, but didn't do very well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe. See you next time.